The DLC added a bunch of stuff, excluding all of the cookbooks and smithing stones and glovewort. You get some incantations. There's a total of 3 Messmer incantations. I feel like there should be more, but I'm not going to throw a huge fit about it, at least not today. So let's start with the Fire Serpent incantation. Now I got to be honest, I don't know why you'd use this over Flame Sling. It doesn't do as much damage at all. Even if you're using all of the spell class but items, it won't even be the same damage as Flame Sling. Flame Sling will do about 5% more damage. There is the upside that as long as you're facing an enemy, even if you're not locked on, it will fly towards that enemy by itself. But if you're facing another way, then it'll simply fly off. I think the fact that it's homing makes up for the lack of damage, but only in PvP. People that don't do PvP probably have no reason to use this. It deals incant scaling times 1.68 fire damage uncharged and incant scaling times 2.10 charged, meaning you take your incantation scaling and multiply it by 1.68 or 2.10. Now the next one is the Rain of Fire incantation. There's not much for commentary on this one, other than the fact that it's not as good as an incantation as it was when used by that Fire Knight guarding the bridge. Deals incant scaling times 0.52 fire damage uncharged and incant scaling times 0.63 charged. It also deals 1.5 stance damage per hit. It lasts just about 4 seconds. Enemies can be hit from around 10 to 20 times if they're in the middle of the Rain of Fire. If you don't lock on, then it'll just spawn above you. The final incantation is Messmer's Orb. This one's pretty arse, to be honest. Solely because it has no hyper armor, meaning your casting can be interrupted by just about anything. Its damage is alright, but it's on par with Giant's Flame Take Thee, so it's certainly not the best either. Let's start with Uncharged. The hit deals incant scaling times 0.5 fire damage, and the explosion deals incant scaling times 3.08. If charged, the hit deals incant scaling times 0.7 fire damage, and the explosion deals incant scaling times 4.11. Its damage certainly isn't bad, but the fact that it has no hyper armor means that if you use it in PvP, you'll probably get knocked out of the air by a glintstone pebble. Those are the only 3 Messmer incantations in the game, and when it comes to if they're good or not, I'd say kind of. They're certainly not the best, and you have options that are just as good, if not better, but at the very least, they're better than the death sorceries. So anyway, if you watched until this point, then thanks for sticking around. And if you agree these spells need at least a little buff, then please consider giving this video a like and subscribing. It would really help out the channel and mean a lot to me. That's about it. Until next time.